So now you can ignore me.
All right.
So now we would just have a dialogue.
I know. So,
Yeah.
so that's what I wanted. And actually, I would like this more.
Uh-huh.
But I'm also trying to figure out how. Well, I guess I can change that script to do that in 3.5 minutes or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, see, I think the original video is just fine. I was
Yeah.
just thinking. I mean, although you said 3 minutes in the beginning, so you do need to cut it down. But I was thinking for the other videos that you can do better than that.
And I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get one up that I have it on there.
Right.
Whether I use it for 6 months, 2 months,
Yeah.
who the hell
Right.
cares? But I needed one on there so people can get onto my website and they can
Yes.
see a picture of me. Because
Yeah.
all the marketing things I'm reading now,
Oh. Mm-hmm.
and I was even reading the magazine when we were flying to Denver, Entrepreneurship and whatever
Right.
it is, and there's
Yeah.
this big time presenters and everything else, and he's coaching some other guys, and he's saying, bottom line, you got to get a video.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see who you are and what you look like, and
Right.
they almost won't do business with you if you don't.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So,
And say again, what was the main message you wanted to get across in your video?
that businesses aren't spending enough time about who you get in the front door.
Mm-hmm.
If that hiring decision isn't right, everything else becomes much less effective, ineffective, and you're not going to get great results out of average people. So that's why and that's really what I'm trying to sell in the video. And really that was a pointed moment with Dave when he said, and again, that's even a true story. Dave says, I know people make fun of me. They occasionally see me with my feet up and they know I don't work hard. But Dave also, he spent a lot of time out of his office with his people. What do you need to do better? What are your obstacles? We'll get them out of the way. And his people really did well, and it was his department, it was his plant, as he worked up. And so obviously, ultimately, he's the manager, so he gets the credit for the positive results of his division. And that's why he gets promoted a lot. And he said, that's why I pay a lot of attention to who I recruit. And I make sure they get all the support they need to be successful. Because when they do really well, I'm a hero. And the other thing I like about, as that script evolved, was, I lost my train of thought. But the other, I can't find it. But and as much time as I spend on it, you would think I'd lose that. But I'm trying to get the other part of that is escaping me at the moment.
Well,
But,
let me ask it. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
The bottom line.
But the bottom line is. Oh, the other part that I liked was working harder isn't going to get. If I'm in management, I got people working for me. Me working harder isn't what's really going to have the impact. Because if I get 5 people working for me, and they're really very productive, obviously you're going to get more increase in productivity out of them doing well and working hard than if I work a 60 or 7 hour week. And if I work an 80-hour week, but those 4 out of those 5 people aren't productive, I got failure. Mm-hmm. So it's them. It's who you bring in the door and who's producing the results for you. So it's going to make a big difference. So that's what I was trying to say in the video. And matter of fact, when I met with Bob Ralph, I played golf with him this past summer. And I was already told him I was working on a book, and I asked him I was teasing him a little bit about his experience. And one of the reasons his business got into trouble was he hired a new director for his operations who didn't do a good job. So Bob already got burned. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't have to, matter of fact, when I had breakfast with him, I said, I don't have to sell you on this concept of who you bring in the door and who you hire is going to affect the business. Because I said, you already told me the summary. He says, yeah. He says, I brought in the wrong guy, and I paid for it. And he said, 5 times what I paid him, I paid for it in customers I lost and, the negative impact that it had. So he says, no, I appreciate the recruiting aspect of it, so I didn't have to sell him on that. Mm-hmm. So now another thing I'm doing is HR.com if you log on to it. I'm not sure where they evolved. I just came across them about 6 months ago. But it's an HR organization. They have 190,000 members. And what they really promote is webcasting, webinars. They used to do more, coordinate more regional conferences.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're not doing much of that anymore. And the reason they're not